Hey, everybody, it's Tony George along with Sean Salisbury. Welcome to Free Pick Wednesday. And of course, we're going to give you a free pick here in the Pac 12, a conference near and dear to Mr. Salisbury because he played at SC, and his nemesis, UCLA, is taking on Arizona State this week. Both teams bounced back off a loss the previous week before. Of course, UCLA at home here laying 3.5. The total here is around 55.5 right now, Sean. And I guess the question to you is, and I know you follow this conference closely, is Chip Kelly, is he gaining traction there at UCLA with what he's been trying to do?
Yeah, I think he's finally got the team speed that he likes, and he's still working to get to another level. And Fresno State the week before was a good football team.
Yeah.
When they got beat, Fresno State, they threw it all around, and you cannot make mistakes against a team who beats good teams. And Fresno State will play anybody, and they've had that philosophy for quite some time. So, and they knew that going in. UCLA did, but the one aberration they had, I think UCLA. I think their teams in the Pac-12, especially South, are going to have a hard time dealing with them. The USC Trojans right now are not good enough to beat UCLA, and neither will Arizona State be. I think the recruiting, Chip's finally getting the guys he wants. Now, they're still not where he was at Oregon, but they are getting closer, and I think UCLA made a smart move by battling through all the talk, well, Chip can't coach this anymore. That's not true. He can, and he's getting his type of player, and team speed kills. I think they're the best team in the Pac-12 South. I really do, and I think that they're going to. I don't think this game's going to be that close. Arizona State, a lot of respect going on the road. I think the momentum continues. I got UCLA through and through in this. They may even hang 40 and get close to the number themselves. But you're giving me UCLA is only laying 3.5 points. I'll take it. I don't think the Vegas has this one right when it comes to that. That point spread should be higher. I got the Bruins.
Your thoughts, you have a couple of ex-NFL coaches going at it in this game. I know that dating back to your days on national television there, Herm Edwards was also under the same umbrella you were. I'm sure you probably know him a little bit. Your
Very
thoughts
well.
on
Love him.
Yeah, your thoughts on what he's done there at Arizona State, and your thoughts whether his quarterback may be better than what UCLA is bringing to the table this weekend.
Yeah, he's a dynamic player.
Yeah.
He is, and I know Herm loves him because I've interviewed Herm. I've known him a long time, not only from his coaching days in the NFL, but working with him at ESPN, and we talk a lot then and whenever I can now. But I love his energy. I remember when he signed there, when he decided to take that job. Everybody, because Herm loves to teach, he does, and then he coaches, and he's got a great value system and morals, and players love. And he doesn't. Well, he may be older than most of those. I mean, like the parents, but he feels like he's like 25 enthusiasm wise. He's a special guy, and he knows what he's up against in this. And Arizona State getting back to getting some good players and recruiting, but I think he's done a hell of a job considering when he went there, people just gave him he's just going to be a figurehead. He's not going to coach. Herman Edwards has made a huge impact on those kids' lives off the field as well, and he will continue to. I think he's done a great job. And as long as that quarterback, and he keeps recruiting that position, a little more physicality he's going to need as they go forth. But he can jump into California and get a bunch of kids. And Arizona, obviously, is a good football state. So I think Arizona State also, both these two, they made the right hires. And Herman Edwards is one special guy, and he's easy to root for. He is easy to root for because he tells it like it is, transparent to a T, and doesn't really care what you think. This will be fun. Their quarterback, he can keep him in the game. I just think UCLA's speed is a little too much, but he may damn well be the best quarterback in the Pac-12 right now. This Arizona State kid, at least dynamic. He's one of them, that's for sure.
And the problem is with that, his receiving core sucks. They can't hang on. They can't catch football. They don't have any
too many drops. Right.
Yeah. You take a look. I can't get the bitter taste out of my mouth with Arizona State. 2 weeks ago, I had them as a top play, Sean, against BYU. I think I told you that off the air, but I thought they might go up there and put it to them. And they were in command of that game for all but about 3 minutes of the first half. And then they let them get a cheap one on them. Then their defense fell apart. Then they couldn't make a big play. Lots of blunders, special teams blunders, penalties. They kind of looked like my Huskers there in the second half. Just blundering themselves to death. But I think at the end of the day here, I agree with you. I think UCLA has more playmakers. They're more
Agreed.
well-rounded offensively, Sean. I think that Arizona State, they're 7-1 against the spread on unders as a road dog. Herm preaches defense, as you well know. You know Herm. He's a big defensive preacher. I think they'll play good defense, but UCLA, a lot like BYU with their offensive scheme, for lack of a better term, a little faster paced, a good throwing quarterback, and a dual threat quarterback. And I think it's just going to be too much for Arizona State. They just don't have, they're not a team that can play from behind with those wide receivers, Sean.
Right, I agree. And with this, and Chip wants to. There's a misconception about the Mike Leaches, the Chip Kellys, the BYU. Now BYU that they want to just run, that they want to just throw the ball all over the lot, right? The truth is, and you see Chip doing it. They'd like to keep the throw in that 20s. Now Mike Leach may be different, but the fast pace. Lane Kiffin, look what he's about to face Alabama this coming weekend. And they got 3 running backs. They got a dynamic running game. That's part of this. You spread them out. Chip wants to run. Listen, they hover around that 200 yards rushing in this game. Then you throw it 24, 25 times. And, now we're looking at a different story because these guys love to run it. And then you spread them out and you can run it effectively from there. I'm with you. Too many playmakers on UCLA's side of the ball. And they'll prevail in this. There may be a couple backdoor touchdowns, but I just think UCLA is the better football team. And playing at home, I like them.
There you go, folks. He's Sean Salisbury, the best sports talk show on the planet anywhere, right over there at iHeartRadio, the Sean Salisbury Show. You got to tune in. You got to listen. I heard him doing a guest spot yesterday on Twitter talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Go over to his and what he thought about the 49ers. Some great insights from an NFL analyst there. On Twitter at Sean Unfiltered. You can find that clip he did there on the Niners yesterday, as well as tune into Sean's show. We like UCLA in the Pac-12. I know it pains an old USC quarterback to say that, but nonetheless, we both are leaning towards UCLA here. And I'm sure if you're winning money and your alma mater is like Sean's, you don't care if UCLA covers this weekend. So, folks,
right.
be sure and get over to Doc Sports. Check us out this weekend. Free $60. Links in the description below. Thanks for tuning in.